Israelite. It's looking out and loving each other first. If you're not doing that, you're doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Read that from the top again up.
If a man say, I love God and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love God who he hath not seen?
How can you love God who you have not seen, man? You don't know God. You haven't seen him, but you hate that man. That has all the same issues you got. Has all the same issues you got, and you show him hate. How can you love? It's like saying you love, you know what I'm saying, Anita Baker, but you hate your baby mama. You never seen Anita Baker, you never going to meet her. You never seen Beyonce, you never going to meet her. You never seen these people. You don't know them. How can you love them? You don't know the Most High. How can you love them? I can show you how to love them. It's by loving your own people, looking out for each other like we do every Passover. That feeling should never leave you. Keep that feeling in your chest. Just that simple. Hold it in your chest, man. Continue. Verse 21.
I'm over here trying to prepare for the next session. Salaki.
Yo, Brian, it's not about, you personally. I know some people have met her. And I know it's crazy. I mentioned something that, you actually can relate to. But you understand what I'm saying, though. You know what I'm saying? But you got that up?
Con.
Read.
John. Salaki. 1 John chapter 4, verse 21. And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth God love his brother also.
This is something that we got straight out from Christ. And it's not really a law, it's more of an understanding of the total package of the law. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing new. Christianity would like you to believe that it's new, but it's nothing new. This is what it was designed for from the beginning, for us to take care of each other. That's the only way you can love God, if you love your brother. That's the way the law was set up and designed for. So, dear Christians, understand this. If the law is done away with, you don't love God or your brothers, because you need the law to love either, which means you need the law to love them both. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's get Matthew 5 and 22. Because there's ways that we're supposed to handle things. Even if we're beefing amongst each other. Even if we got little, gripes with each other. You know what I'm saying? There's ways that we go about handling it. There's ways that we should go about handling it. But hold on one second. Let me see. I might want to go up higher.
Con.
Now let's go into something else, but it does kind of hit on it. But read it out.
Con. Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Salakia,
Oh, Salakia.
Salakia, my bad. Go up to go to verse 21. Read 21 first. My fault. My fault.
Okay. Matthew chapter 5, verse 21. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill be in danger of the judgment.
Now, it was said back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It was said back in the day that whoever shall kill, you know what I'm saying, is told we should not kill. We should not be killing each other. Just that simple. But if it does happen, that person that did the killing should be in danger of the judgment. What's the judgment of killing your brother unjustly? What's the judgment of killing your brother unjustly? If you're in the video, if you're watching it, type it on there. What's the judgment? Give y'all a couple of seconds. Let me give y'all a couple of seconds. What's the judgment? Well, let me tell y'all what the judgment is. The judgment for killing anybody unjustly is death. The death penalty is live in effect in Israel. But the person, due to the death of Christ, the person that's charged with killing you will be the Most High. There's not a priesthood around that is slaughtering those that are breaking God's laws. No. You're going to cross the street and get ran over by a bus. Or even worse, the Most High might put you in the hands of the white man. Have our enemies deal with you, which most likely imprisonment and all the madness that goes on in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll continue up.
But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Now, Christ said what he said before about killing, because that's extreme. But he wanted to show you how extreme this law is. So it went from killing, and Christ is like, yo, I know it was told to y'all, whosoever kills his brother is in danger of the judgment. But he's like, yo, let me tell you this, whosoever is angry with his brother, because what happens with anger? Anger will fester into a fight, and a fight could fester into death. Somebody will end up being killed because of the simple fact is you are angry with your brother. That's why Christ brought it from killing to just being angry. Read that from the top again.
But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Now, whoso be angry with his brother without a cause? What is a good enough cause to be angry with your brother? Never mind the killing part that was read in verse 21, that focus on anger. What could your brother do to you to make you angry at him without a cause? What possibly is so bad? What could he do that's possibly so messed up? I'm going to give y'all a second answer. What could he do that's possibly so bad? What? Could he borrow your sneakers and not give them back, or give them back scuffed up and creased up, well, what can he do? What, borrow some money from you and not pay it back? What issue that can make you so angry with your brother cannot be solved with a quick conversation? And if the conversation don't do it, there's other steps. And we will get to that too. But continue up.
And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah.
Rakah is like saying, you're worthless. You ain't you know what I'm saying? I know we say it as black people unjust, but that's unjust. We know the difference. That's why we are a people with soul, because we take context a little different than most nations. You know what I'm saying? We understand context better than most nations. So when we say you ain't and mean it, it's different from playing around saying, yeah, he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Laughing at the joke and everything. No. Those who really try to devalue their brother and lower the value of their brothers, you know what I'm saying? Continue reading out.
Shall be in danger of the council.
That person is going to be in danger of the council. He's going to have to sit in front of the council, because if you tell a brother that he ain't, he's going to address you on it. Of course, naturally. Like Trooper, if I sat here and said you ain't, what are you going to do?
I'm taking you to council, sir.
Exactly.
If we can't talk it up amongst each other and find out why you feel like I ain't shit.
Exactly. If we can't talk it out amongst each other and figure out why I feel like he ain't for me to even get to that point to even say he ain't, that means, you know what I'm saying, there was a whole nother problem beforehand that didn't get settled.
Okay.
So now I got to go to the council. And we're going to go to the council. The council going to come to the decision that I'm wrong. Or it's going to come to the decision that he's wrong. Whatever that decision is, me and this man got to come in peace some way, or one of us is exiled. That's how important brotherhood is in Israel. You're not willing to sacrifice your own pride, your own pettiness to maintain brotherhood, then you must go. You got to go. I truly understand why. But you got to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because that anger inside you is going to fester, not just in yourself, but in somebody else. Because you know what you're going to do? That angry brother's going to fester on and start gossiping like a woman. Talking about what this brother did, what that brother did. The council did me dirty, boo-hoo, and all that. Man up and accept the decision. Because all you're going to do is run his mouth, and now the person that he's talking to is going to feel some type of way. That person that he's talking to is going to look at another brother funny, or because you run in your mouth like a female, because you run in your mouth like a woman. Gossiping. Backbiting. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue with that.
But whosoever shall say, thou fool.
You calling your brother a fool? And that's one of the worst things you could be called somebody in Israel. Is a fool, even though I know, once again, it's all in context, people. all in context. You know what I'm saying? You calling his brother a fool. And I know we run around, joke around with it, but no. You are going to be in danger of something that you ain't ready for. Continue on.
Shall be in danger of the hellfire.
You're going to be in danger of the judgment, not of the council, but you're going to be in danger of the judgment of the Most High. That's the Most High's judgment. The Most High is going to deal with you in a way that he deals with people. Now, let me tell you something. The way that the Most High deals with people is not a peaceful thing. Usually ends in bloodshed and tears. That's what it usually ends in. Because of your pride. Because you wasn't man enough to say, "You're right, Doc, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did that." You wasn't able to see the error of your ways. And that's what I love about the UPK. We take that system serious. That system is serious. Well, you think it's all peaches and cream in it? No, it's not. Brothers argue with brothers. Brothers sometimes might forget to pay brothers back money. Maybe this and maybe that. And next thing you know, we have council sessions. You know what I'm saying? The problem will get resolved in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's stay in Matthew and get I believe it's 18 and 15. And let me tell you now, y'all, take these notes. I usually be typing them in. I ain't typing them in today. But take these notes. These notes are important. Take these notes, write them down. Read them. Read beforehand, read after them. Come back and question us. I don't care. Come back and challenge what we talking about. You got that out? Read that.
Matthew chapter 18, verses 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
That's important. This is that system I was talking about in the last verse. You got a problem with a brother, don't hold that in. Don't let that boil up and fester inside you. That's something that women do. Women will see something in your phone, hold it in them for weeks, then it just busts up because they can't hold it in no longer. So they start running their mouths. And that's what women do. But men is a little bit different. When we hold in our anger, it comes out violently. And that's how we know instinctively how to solve issues. It's with force. So what's holding in this anger, whatever this little gripe might be, it might be something small. Like he owes me $20. He owes me $20. Big boo-hoo. You know what I'm saying? That $20 never made you, it ain't gonna break you, man. Stop crying over some $20. You know? Continue.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
You got a problem with him, and if he heard you, listen, this is very important. If he heard you, you have gained thy brother. What does it mean if he heard you? You can answer too, true.
All right, so like, If he heard you, that means that he understands the situation at hand, and
And
he's apologetic for it.
there it is. That's the thing right there. He heard you and he apologized. He ain't apologetic if he comes up with an excuse. Don't even speak no further. Just go straight to counsel with it. Don't even turn it into an argument. You be like, yo, bro, I think that you was wrong for making those jokes about me like that in front of my rib. And if he just be like, yo, man, I was making a joke. Be like, okay, bring it to counsel. Don't do nothing further. Just bring it to counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it works. Continue up.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more.
If he doesn't hear you, you know what I'm saying? Because the brother heard you, he'll be apologizing. Well, my bad. Bang, bang. I'm sorry about that, brother. How can I make it up to you? That's cool. The situation's dead after that. But if he doesn't hear you, comes up with all types of other excuses onto why he did what he did, bring it to counsel. Bring one or two people to hear the situation out. When I'm talking about one or two people, don't be bringing an officer of 50 in, you know what I'm saying? An officer of 1,000. No, bring qualified men to judge situations. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the head of your camp. Have him hear it out. He'll probably bring the number two of the camp with him to hear out the situation. And once it's heard, what happens? Read true.
That in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established.
So basically, once they hear the situation, they could judge upon it. They hear both sides, they could judge upon it. They hear non-biased witnesses, they could make a judgment of it. You know what I'm saying? This is not a biased counsel. They are hearing it out. Continue.
And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church. Salaki.
Now, if this brother that offended the other brother rejects to hear those two brothers, he don't agree with their decision, they be like, look, bro, you was wrong doing that. You should have made jokes in front of him. I know when we're amongst each other as brothers, it's different. But no, he wants his rib to maintain a certain view of him. And you're ruining it while making jokes in front of his rib about him like that. You know what I'm saying? You're wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to apologize. And the brother said, nah, just jokes. Why we got to act different around these ribs? But, you know, some brothers are like that, right? So let's read what we do after he rejects that. Read.
Tell it unto the church, but if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
If he rejects it to hear the whole council, now telling it to the church means telling it to the whole body of Israel. And if he neglects to hear it from the heads of Israel, from the higher ups, he neglects to hear how he's wrong from them, well, treat him like a publican and a heathen. Treat him as somebody that you should not be dealing with at all. Y'all do understand how Israel's supposed to treat a heathen, right? You're supposed to treat a heathen like they have no value at all. No value at all. He should no longer exist to you. He is out of the body. Because all that hatred he has in his heart is going to fester into something worse. Guaranteed something worse. You know what I'm saying? Any questions on that, y'all? Any questions? Type them on in. But yo, drop down. Hold on, did we read 21? Now drop down to
sir.
drop down to
21, sir.
21.
Con. Matthew chapter 18, verses 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
So Peter, a student of Christ, a follower of Christ, a brother of Christ, came to Christ and asked him a very simple question. Read that question again.
Con. Matthew chapter 18, verses 21. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how oft shall my brother sin against me?
How oft, aka, how often shall my brother sin against me? How much should I bear this and put up with this? How much should he be doing this in front of my women and my kids? How often, how much can I bear? I'm bringing them to councils. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it still continues. How often should I forgive this brother? Continue.
And I forgive him.
Continue.
Till 7 times.
So should I forgive him 7 times? 7 times sounds like a lot. 7 times sounds like a lot to forgive somebody that keeps on doing you dirty. To be honest, I don't think somebody can do you dirty 7 times within a day. But how often should you do it? Let's hear what Christ's response was to Peter. Read.
Yahweh saith unto him, I say not until thee, until 7 times, but until 70 times 7.
But until 70 times 7. Yahweh, who y'all ignorantly called Jesus Christ, told you. Y'all can do the math. If y'all feel like doing the math, go ahead. He said, not 7 times. You don't have to forgive your brother 7 times. You have to forgive him 70 times 7. Y'all can do the math. I ain't got the time for it. That is a lot. That is a lot of forgive. And that basically, what he's saying is, always forgive your brother. Always forgive him. I know some of y'all went through some trauma. Some of y'all went through some hell. But forgiving them doesn't mean you have to deal with them. Doesn't mean you have to be friends and buddy. Don't mean you have to dap the brother up. It just means forgive him. Don't hold that in you forever. Don't hold it in you. Shalom says we don't do the happy Passover thing. But you know what I'm saying? The Passover was glorious. And you should have been there. That Passover was glorious. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you come next year. It's always, hopefully there ain't next year. Hopefully there's no more Passovers. Hopefully Christ comes back tonight. You know what I'm saying? But no matter how much your brother do you dirty, you got to forgive him. It doesn't mean you got to keep on being around him so he can do you dirty some more. No, separate yourself. Give yourself some distance. Treat him like a heathen and a publican. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's, let's stay in Matthew. Let's get 25 and 40. Chapter 25, verse 40, I believe.
25, 40. Got it.
Slide. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Start off with 35.
Matthew chapter 25, verses 35. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat.
And I was out here starving, man, and you broke bread with a brother. I was out here starving, not a penny to my name. And you looked out for me. That is the beauty of the Passover. Every Passover, you know, a brother, he got one order, and that's to get there. Everything else will fall in place. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have much money. You know what I'm saying? Trooper ain't have much money. Every officer I knew there didn't have much money. But guess what? Hey, Troop, did you starve?
Sir.
None of us starved. Because we took care of each other like the scriptures demand. Read again. Read.
From the top, sir?
Now just continue.
I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink.
Man, I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. You know what I'm saying? Man, the drinks were passing around this Passover. And not just that, look each other up with water, juices, other things. But the drinks were going around. They were going around. Brother bought me a bottle of Buchanan pineapple. I sat it down, that joint disappeared. Don't know where it went. The joint probably in Detroit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? Continue up.
I was a stranger, and ye took me in.
Man, I got a hotel room. It's just me. By the time we left, there was 5 brothers in the room. Know why? Because that's what this is about. And you know why I did that? Because somebody did it for me. And these brothers are going to do it for other brothers. That's how you keep this brotherhood alive, man. Don't get selfish. Look out for each other. Continue.
Naked, and ye clothed me.
Man, you need a shirt? Yeah, take this shirt. Need a jacket? Take this jacket. I seen brothers giving away garments off their backs. And my brotherhood ain't that good yet. I'm trying to get there. I see brothers taking off their bang, gold chains. Bang. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Read.
I was sick, and ye visit me. Salakia. I was sick, and ye visited me.
Continue.
I was in prison, and ye came unto me.
Man, it's a beautiful thing to have brotherhood on that level. There's a lot of brothers locked up right now. They ain't even catching no kites from their mama. But to have a brother come through, look out, put something on your books, and give you something to lift up your spirit, that is a beautiful thing. Continue.
Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink?
Continue.
When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee?
Continue.
Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee?
So these brothers came to the king. It's like, yo, when have we done any of the things that you said that we done for you? I don't remember doing it. I don't remember giving you clothes when you were naked. I don't remember feeding you when you were hungry. I don't remember giving you water when you were thirsty. I don't remember none of this. What are you talking about? I never did these things. Little did they know that Christ is a little deeper than them. Christ understood a little more than them. You know what I'm saying? Continue up.
Con. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it to one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
Pete, this is how righteous of a leader Christ is. And this is how every king, every leader should operate. When you do something to the least of us in this body, when you look out for that young man, when you look out for that student, when you look out for that sister, that trooper, that officer of 50, officer of 500, when you do it to whoever you think is the least in this body, you done it unto Christ. When you look out for your own period, from that from that brother that y'all call a bum in front of McDonald's, panhandling. That brother shaking his cup for a little bit of change. Whatever the least that you do unto him, you are doing unto Christ. Instead of talking trash about him, you know what I'm saying? Bring him on in. Let him order a plate. Bring him on in. Let him order a plate. Give him some change. You know what I'm saying? And don't even worry about what he gonna do with the change. That's not your problem. He might get a bottle of drink. Yeah, he might buy crack. That's not your problem. Your problem is to look out for that brother in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever sin he commits is on his head. While you with him, you busting down those double cheeseburgers, busting down with him. Have a conversation with him. Understand the pain of his life. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk down on him. You know what I'm saying? That conversation might help him make it to another day. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Con. Then shall he say also.
Oh, slack it. Now let's go into a different subject. Same subject, but different subject. But basically, look out for each other. That's what brotherhood about. That's what the Passover is about. And that's what the kingdom of heaven is about. It's about black love and black unity, about becoming one family. So-called black, Hispanic, and natives being brought together as one body. You know what I'm saying? Let's drop that. Let's get Luke 6:31. Let's go to some old school. Something that your grandmama, if you were listening, has already taught you. Luke 6 and
31.
31. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the basics of life, basic rules of life. So that you was taught as a youth. So you was taught when you was like 5 years old, running around, pushing little Becky off the little bike, off the tricycle, because you wanted to ride it. You know what I'm saying? It's a simple rule in life. And if you got it true, you can read it. You can't hide from these facts, man.
Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men should to you,
The
do
things
ye
that you
also.
wish, hold on, the things that you wish a man or the women or people in general do to you, things that you wish that they do to you, continue.
Do ye also to them likewise.
Do unto them as you want them to do unto you. Treat people how you want to be treated. Son, your grandmama and your mama told you a long time ago. Did you listen? Did you listen, though? I'm going to tell you right now, there's been times I didn't listen. There's definitely been a few times I've completely ignored that rule and paid the cost later. Paid the cost. These are some of the basic building blocks in life that we forget. You know what I'm saying? And we got to come back to these fundamentals. We got to come back to these things that made us. You know what I'm saying? To the people that we are. That's how we're gonna get back to the glory that we once had. Is by looking out and take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? Any more now? No, we're gonna drop it right there. We're gonna drop it right there. Let's go to Mark 12 and 31.
Come on.
Mark
12, chapter 12, verse 31. And the second.
Salakia. Start back up to 28.
Mark 12, chapter 28. Mark chapter 12, verses 28. And one of the scribes came, and having heard them reasoning together.
So basically, there was a scribe. Let me remind you, scribes ain't peace with Christ. The scribes are the people who wrote down the laws. They knew the law. You know what I'm saying? So they had a good understanding of the law. So this dude is not peace. You know what I'm saying? He is not peace. But he came and he heard Christ speaking. Heard Christ speaking and reasoning, basically teaching the people. And he liked what he heard. But continue.
And perceiving that he had answered them well.
He perceiving that Christ was answering these people's questions very well. He was a skilled man in the Torah. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was talking about. Continue.
Asked him, which is the first commandment of all?
Which is the first commandment of all? Which is the first commandment of all? You know what I'm saying? First means a bunch of things. First can mean the first law taught. It can mean the most important law. It can mean all that. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
And Yahweh answered him, the first of all the commandments is here, O Israel, Salakia, O Yasharala, the Lord our Yahweh is one Lord.
So what you hear here is Christ answering his question. That is the first law. That, listen, Israel, hear this out, Israel, that the Lord, our power, our God, is one Lord. We only have one. This is not a polytheistic, society. We don't have no pantheon. We don't have Thor, Zeus, and all the Nordic, Greek, Roman, Egyptian mythology. No, there's only one God in our culture. It's either do what he say or don't and pay the cost. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Come. And thou shalt love the Lord thy Yahweh with all thy heart.
And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart. That comes with it. Remember, you got to love God. Remember what loving God is. Loving God is loving your people. You can never forget that. They times one. Continue.
Come. And with all thy soul.
Mm-hmm.
And with all thy mind.
Continue.
And with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
That's the first commandment. Put your whole life and body into loving the Most High. And loving the Most High is loving your people. But continue.
Come. And the second is like, namely, this.
And the second is like, namely this. That's like second. The second is the same, just a little different. It's the same thing, and just a little tweaked. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You should what?
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
You should love your neighbor as yourself. When you basically treat your neighbors as you want to be treated. Who is your neighbors? And think of it as in the time this was written. When this was written, Israel dwelt amongst Israel. Nobody was around us. Romans dwelt around Romans. You know what I'm saying? All these nations dwelt around their own, even under Roman captivity. Even under Roman captivity. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Come on. There is none other commandment greater than these.
There's no other commandment greater than this. Loving your brothers and your sisters is more important than anything, because you can't love God unless you're doing that. You can't love God unless you are loving your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Continue.
Come on. Salaki. Phone. All right, there we go. Salaki. And the scribe said unto him, well, master, thou hast said the truth. For there is one God, Salaki, for there is one Yahweh, and there is none other but he.
There's only one power, and there's no other but him, man. It's the only one that we have, the only one that exists. He conceded to Christ. Because believe me, when the scribes were approaching Christ and they asked any question, it was a battle. And he basically conceded, like, yo, you're right. You're right. Continue.
Come on. And to love him with all the heart and with all the understanding and with all the soul and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself is more than all whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Okay. I don't know if y'all quite understood that.
I do, sir.
Tell me what you think that last part meant.
Oh, he's basically saying that loving your brothers is more important than sacrificing things to him. Because if you don't love your brothers, then you don't love him. So what's the point of sacrificing anything to him?
You're close. You're saying you're right on it, but there's the easier way to say it. God don't care about your offerings. You know what an offering is? An offering is like an apology. And what this is saying is God don't care about your apologies. Just follow his law and do what he says. If you didn't transgress against your brother in the first place, you wouldn't be offering nothing. You wouldn't be making a sacrifice in the first place if you followed his law. He don't want your sacrifice. He wants your obedience. And the obedience starts off with the first verse we read. Gather yourself together, O nation, not desire. That is the main mission right there. Nothing else is even important. So all those sacrifices that we were doing back in the day means nothing. All those apology and prayers and talking about going to repent means nothing if you're not actually repenting. You're not actually stopping the BS. You're not actually loving your brother and actually taking care of him and stop transgressing against him. It means nothing. Just follow the law. That's about it. As simple as it gets. Any questions? Apostate. Hey, I gotta go to the doctors to get that checked out. All right, let's get on. Let's get Psalm 55 and 20.
Come.
Psalm 55 and 20. Let's show what as we start with 19. Let me show you why a certain man that once was our brother and is not no more. You know what I'm saying?
Read, sir.
Yeah, verse 19, 55 and 19.
Come. Psalms chapter 55, verse 19. Yahweh shall hear and afflict them, even he that abideth of old. Selah, because they have no changes. Therefore, they fear not God.
Okay. Let God hear those victims playing. Let God hear Black, Hispanic, and natives. Let them hear us about those who afflict us, about those who are torturing us, or those who are abusing us, shooting us down in the street, you know what I'm saying, dragging us with trucks, you know what I'm saying. Most High's going to afflict them, you know what I'm saying, because they ain't going to change. They have no change in them. It's not in them. They will not change. That's why I don't understand why you're begging for reparations. They showed you decades ago that's not going to happen. It will never happen. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they act like this is because these beasts do not fear God. These beasts do not fear him, have no fear for him at all. That's why they continue to treat us in the way they do it. But I don't even make it more personal. That's why a lot of y'all out there continue to smoke weed. That's why a lot of you out there continue to put your hands on your woman. That's why a lot of you out there continue to watch porn and buy prostitutes. Why a lot of you women out there rather sell your tail because y'all do not fear God. You are too. You're more comfortable in the life you're living, even though I may tell you, oh, you taking mushrooms and smoking weed is wrong. You get high is wrong. But you don't want to hear that. So what do? You don't fear God. I'm telling you, God gonna kill you for the things you do. What do? You continue doing. Our enemy is no different. You could talk to him about God coming to punish him all you want. That's what he gonna continue to do. Put his foot in our backside. Continue.
Come. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
He has put out his hand as if it's all peace. Our enemy does that. A lot of us do that to each other. But our enemy does that all the time. Look at all these peace treaties he done with the Native American Indian. He done with our indigenous brothers. Look at all these peace treaties that he done. How many has he kept? None. Let's continue. Continue up.
He hath broken his covenant.
He has broken his covenant. He has struck against us. He hasn't kept his promise or his word. At least when we made that trade for his birthright, at least we actually did give him some porridge. Because that's what he wanted. Nah, he don't keep his word even though we kept his. He's a disgusting, filthy guy. Straight up and down. Continue.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
And he talk a good game. That's why y'all out there thinking about voting again. They act like they actually gonna do something for you. You know what I'm saying? They bring chicken to your house. You think that the whole nation should vote for him because Biden brought fried chicken to one black man's house. Clap your hands. That's the value of your people right there. Clap your hands. You think we should vote for Trump because he made his own sneaker, he got his own sneaker line. He's like Jordan. Not one of y'all gonna buy them sneakers. Those joints are like $800 a pop. The ugliest can be. But y'all think he's part of the culture now. Y'all disgusting. Y'all selling yourselves for cheap and selling your backsides for the low. And it's absolutely disgusting and it's absolutely vile. And it's something that should never, ever be done. You know what I'm saying? Continue up.
But war was in his heart.
But what was in his heart?
War.
War is in this man's heart. There is no brotherhood between us and them. Yes, we came from the same woman. But he been trying to do us dirty since he never got his birthright. He thought we were going to forget. That's how shameful they are. They played the waited out game. Disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So they may come talk a good game, come to you all peacefully, but war is in his heart. War is in his heart. That's why natives are staying on unfertile land right now. They can't grow a steak and potato to feed their people right now because our enemy robbed their land from them. Got them in these cold, barren lands in the Midwest, these dry deserts in the Southeast, got them in the swamplands of the Northeast. None of these joints are really fertile. You know what I'm saying? Continue up.
Come. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Words are softer than oil, but yet were they drawn swords. Man. They were drawn swords. And words soft as oil, but they're coming to cut you. He's coming to cut you. He's coming to stab you in the back. He's coming to do something dirty and greasy to you. There's no brotherhood with him. And all these tactics that we learn to show hate towards each other, we learned from the man that was showing hate to us originally, which is our enemy. We learned how to sell drugs to each other from him. We learned how to take each other's women from him. We learned how to, you know what I'm saying, become pedophiles and rainbow flag wavers through him. Everything we learned through him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to drop that right there. Let's get I might actually end it up right now. Hold on, let me get one more verse. Let's get 1 John 2 and 10.
1 John 2 and 10.
Yeah, 1 John 2 and 10. As you start with 2 and 9.
Okay. 1 John chapter 2 and 10. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
No, start with 9.
Oh, Salaki.
Start with 9.
1 John chapter 2, verse 9. He that saith he is in the light and hateth his brother.
Listen, a lot of y'all like to say that y'all on the truth. A lot of y'all fake Israelite groups like to say y'all on the truth. While us over here, we say we are the home of the truth. This is the only place where the truth dwells. And we could break that down easily in another class. But a lot of y'all like to say y'all on the truth, y'all on the light. Y'all following the law. While y'all captains are beating the bloody mess out of your officers. While your soldiers are killing the sisters in the school. While men in your congregation are renting out rainbow flag waving men that think they are women, and then go shooting those rainbow flag men in the face. But y'all say everybody has the truth. Some of y'all go shoot up some type of Ishi bakery where the small hats dwell. Y'all go shoot them up, and y'all swear y'all got the truth. Look, the truth only dwells in the ISUPK. We the only ones that have the light. That's why our Passovers are always more glorious than yours. Our Passovers ain't going to have our leaders auctioning off our sisters like they're freaking slave property. We ain't going to have no slave auction in our Passover. All the rest of y'all are shameful. Read that again from the top, 9.
Okay. 1 John chapter 2, verse 9. He that said he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness even until now.
Man, all you fake Israelite groups are in darkness even till now. If you're not in the ISUPK, you are not in the truth. It's just that simple. If you're not with us, you are in a world of darkness.
Right.
That's why y'all do the evils y'all do. Y'all search so hard to find some type of evil amongst them. Can't find nothing because y'all are not in the truth. And why? Because y'all hate each other. Y'all are doing these things to each other. A man kills Joy Morgan. Never forget that sister's name. wearing the same purple shirt she got on, with the same gold fringes she got on. But you are the truth. A captain beats the crap out of an officer that got the same purple shirt he got on, with the same gold fringes he got on. But y'all in the light. Y'all in the light. I understand. Truth is, there's no light in anywhere else but in the Isupk. You're right. That is suspect. That is suspect as can be. Let's get with it. Continue up.
Con. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light.
You that love your brother, you abide in the light. All you seen during the Passover was Black, Hispanic, and Native brothers loving each other. Black, Hispanic, and Native sisters loving each other, taking care of each other, having a good time with each other. That's what you see. And it was glorious. That's how you know where the light is. Where you see brothers who treat each other like brothers. Continue. End of 10.
Salaki. You said continue, right?
Yeah, continue.
Con. And there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
When you follow in that light, when you follow in this truth, when your eyes you became, there's no occasion for stumble. There's no way we're going to let that darkness breed itself within this congregation. Since said her 6 months will be up soon, Most High in Christ. There's no occasion for that ugliness. Sis, I ain't gonna say your own name. You might want to change that. But sis, did you go to the Passover this year? Just answer that real quick. Because the Passover was absolutely glorious. And this scripture covers exactly what the Passover was about. Because if it's like the Passover, normally you would see occasional stumbling. You would see some man fight another man. Some man holler at another man's woman. You know what I'm saying? You'll see sisters arguing and fighting amongst each other. But you will not see that here in the Isupk. There was no occasion for it. Read up. Verse 11.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness and walketh in darkness.
All you other fake Israelite groups, guess what? You hate your brother. So you're in darkness. All you do is walk and march in darkness. That's all you do. The light is not in you. You know what I'm saying? The light is not in you. I know. That's why we say the white man is the devil, sis. Sis said, nope, her bad, sorry, job won't let me out here. Like my man Sean said, sometimes you gotta, get that middle finger to that job. I lost 2 jobs on my way to the Passover this year alone. So continue with that.
Con. And walketh in darkness.
Right.
And knoweth not whether Salaki.
Does that continue?
And knoweth not whether he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Listen, I'm not just putting on these figures like groups, you Christian pastors, you Muslim imams, you gangbangers, you know what I'm saying, you pimps, you hoes, you know what I'm saying? All y'all are walking in the same exact darkness and don't know where y'all going or what y'all doing. Y'all don't see nothing beyond America. Y'all don't understand how this country is only seconds away from getting, bombed tremendously. Y'all don't even see that. But what you do see is what you want to do, what makes you happy, what makes you smile, what makes you feel good. You're nothing but a child. You're a child. So now as you became, we're going to look out and out for one another till the day we die. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm going to go for one more. Get 1 John 5:3. We can stay in 1 John, but let's get 5:3.
1 John 5:3. 1 John chapter 5, verses 3. For this is the love of Yahweh, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
That's about as simple as it gets. If you love the Most High, you will follow his commandments, and his commandments is not grievous. It's nothing real hard to do. And let me show you what one of those laws is real quick. Hey, I'll read the verse right above it. Read verse 2.
Come. 1 John chapter 5, verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of Yahweh.
Who is the children of God? Who's the children of God? Let me tell you something. The Israelites are the children of God. We have chosen. Sister said, yo, you'll never hear no swallowed up by a man. Okay. That's right. You'll never hear that from us, man, unless we're joking on it. And damn right, you never hear that from us. But let me tell you, the children of God is the Black, Hispanic, and Native people. Finish off verse 2 up.
Come. When we love Yahweh and keep his commandments.
Check it. When you keep the commandments, you love God. When you keep the commandments, you love God and his people. It's just that simple. That's why none of y'all in the truth. That's why y'all don't know what real brotherhood is. Because only in the eyes you became can you see such a life. Can you live such a life? Where brotherhood just continues, shines, and glows. Because that's what it's built on and that's what it's about. It's brotherhood. And that's what the truth is. The truth is following the law and brotherhood. With that, I'm going to end the classes. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, in the Commander YAHANNA. New rule for new brothers and sisters. New brothers and sisters are off. Or can't be touched for 6 months, man. Let them Let them get their mind right. Let them get their spirit right. Let them dust themselves off of this world, without being all up in their DMs, man. Let them live, man. Let them live. And if you want to be a trooper in the school, you want to be a soldier in the school or a sister in the school, get it all black. You know what I'm saying? Sisters, this ain't for sisters, but soldiers get a black boots, black shirt, black pants, black headpiece, and let's get this work in, man. Because our people need to be joined together. You know that we can do it. I want Chad to speak, and fuck Palestine. How about that one? And with that, shalom.